the landscape of the league and of Division II women's lacrosse is insanely different. You know, Adelphi has joined our conference just last year. Lemoyne came down from Division I and joined our conference. So the original NE-10 lacrosse schools, we can handle those schools. You know, we still can, just the way we could 10 years ago. But the schools that have come in and the other competitive North teams, it's like nothing we certainly ever played against when I was a player.
If we could beat Adelphi, I think that it would definitely send a message to everyone, like how great we're actually playing.
It's just something that's been, you know, building up for so many years. Our seniors last year always tell us you have to beat Adelphi. I think that, you know, it's not just affecting the present day team, but I think it's affecting, you know, the seniors that graduated last year.
There were years where Adelphi was just better than us, and 10 times out of 10 we weren't going to beat them. And that's not the case this year.
I mean, the truth is, it just doesn't get any better than this. It's our, you know, it's our home field. It's a beautiful day, and we get to play the #2 team in the country, and we owe them a little bit. Okay, so you guys, that #2 standing and all the credit they get, it's on their past performance. It's on the last 3 years. It has nothing to do with this year. They're a completely different team this year, and so are we. All right, it's a clean slate, and we're starting from scratch. We have 60 minutes of lacrosse to play, and we have 60 minutes to get this win and get it done. All right, anything less than that isn't going to be enough. You're not going to get away with playing, you know, 45 minutes, 55 minutes of hard lacrosse. It has to be a consistent 60 minutes of tough, hard-working, like getting down and dirty lacrosse. Anything else is just not going to cut it. I think we have an honest shot. You know, there's no doubt about it, okay? And today is a huge part of that, okay? Just like we said against Dowling, it's not an option. Today is a must-win game, end of story. You guys want to be national champions. You guys want to be All-Americans. All right, you want to be those things. Well, you have to be those things today. You have to play like a national champion today. You have to play like an All-American today. Anything less is not good enough. Juicy! She can't have the right side! Come on! In the process of realizing you can't play, we just let up 2 goals. That's unacceptable. Hey, come here! Come here! Ball over, they have 6 kids upfield while our whole entire team is back there twiddling their thumbs. Get upfield! You guys, 15 shots. 15 shots, 4 goals on a goalie with 39%. Honestly,
so much better.
Come on. Come on. I mean, cut the you guys. You know you can do better than that. You talk the talk, you gotta walk the walk. You say you want this, you're not working hard enough. It's as simple as that. You're not working hard enough for the draw controls. You're not protecting your goalie by choosing defense first, okay? And they're killing us. We can't, this isn't Becca's issue right now. We're not protecting her, all right? So you wanna protect your goalie, get the ball. If you have the ball, they don't, all right? If you have the ball, they can't score. Let's go.
I don't care. I wouldn't want to be here with anybody else except for this team, okay? If I know anybody else that can dig their way out, it's this team, okay? Figure it out. All right? Let's do this! They know how to
Getting those 2 goals off the draw in the second half was huge. I thought we were going to come back, and I thought we were going to kind of bring it a lot closer.
Becca's got to have that. You got nothing to lose.
Yep.
We should have gotten the ball and held on to it a little bit more and like caught our breath and like regrouped and then got into our motion and our attack. But We let Adelphi get the best of us there, and that's a perfect situation of being a second half team. It's like not enough to cut it.
I looked at the team at the end. I didn't know what team it was. It wasn't us. It wasn't Kelsey Riley. It wasn't Sam Lina. It wasn't Sarah Galligan. It wasn't Becca Moore. It was the whole team wasn't there, and that was so alarming to me. In the first 5 minutes, I knew what was going to happen, and that was something that was really upsetting to me because I thought that we were prepared. I thought that we were ready, and then in the first 5 minutes for us to just crumble like that, it was a scary thing to see because I never want it to happen again.
I was trying to make sense of that game all weekend, and finally my husband said to me, it was like you guys just got punched in the face and you didn't know how to react. And honestly, that's exactly what it felt like.
When it doesn't go your way, you know, sometimes the easiest thing to do is to point fingers in the opposite direction instead of looking right at yourself and what you could have done.
We pretty much can't get worse than we played today. And like what upsets me too is like personally, and I feel like none of us play, not even, she always says play to your potential. We didn't even play close to our potential today. And I mean, I'm hoping that taking this loss now, I mean, we've made it harder for ourselves, but you know what, you have to beat the best to be the best, so we're just gonna have to be big for post, be big for Queens. Like we have big games coming up, we're gonna have to forget this. We're gonna have to.
I am not losing a game like this again, and I'm not talking about the score. I'm not talking about the score. I don't care if we lost by 2 or if we won by 2, that effort is not good enough.
To me, the bottom line is I don't think we showed up to play. I think if we show up to play and we play hard, the way we expect to play, the way that we have been playing right from the gate, I think it changes everything. Saturday was the first time I felt like all year that I felt like we had deficiencies in certain positions, and it hurt.
With the Adelphi game, we definitely had a little bit lack of preparation, but we also started that game on the wrong foot. We never really came out the proper way.
All of us had high expectations, especially Galligan and I. And I know what it's like sometimes to not fulfill them. And it's one of those things where you can't let one game or one play make you feel like you're not a good player.
We were on our heels and we played afraid for 60 full minutes.
Before the game, I think she really did try to prepare us the best she could.
To be honest, in that game, Lambert was a little bit silent. In the Adelphi game, I really didn't feel like she was there too much on the sideline and had too much direction.
But I do think that she was our coach during the game.
That's a situation where I should have woken up a little bit more and taken that into my own hands.
I mean, there were times when they were stalling, and I don't think she was aware of it.
No matter how high the stakes are and no matter what the position is, if that role isn't being filled, that's a position where I need to step up and kind of take the reins and make something happen.
It was a team effort. We lose as a team, we win as a team, and she's part of the team, and I think that she can be accountable for some of the loss.